Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something even darker than usual. Stories straight from the depths of the dark web. And no, I'm not talking about odd Reddit threads or shady chat rooms. These are chilling tales of people who ventured too far into the unknown, some of whom didn't make it back the same, or didn't make it back at all. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the spine-chilling content we've got coming your way. Quick disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. All right, let's get into it. Okay, I'll admit it. I'm one of those people who can't resist a good deal. So when I found a used laptop for dirt cheap on some random site, I didn't ask too many questions. I know, rookie mistake. The listing said it was a refurbished MacBook. The price, $150. That should have been my first red flag, but I was too excited to think logically. The seller claimed they were getting rid of old stock and needed to make room for new inventory. It sounded sketchy, but I figured worst case, it wouldn't work and I'd just get a refund. The laptop showed up 3 days later. It was in decent condition, some scratches, but nothing crazy. I powered it on, expecting it to be wiped clean, but it wasn't. The desktop was cluttered with random files and folders, like whoever owned it before hadn't bothered to delete anything. I should have just wiped the whole thing and started fresh, but my curiosity got the better of me. I started poking around, trying to piece together who the previous owner might have been. The first folder I opened was called Work. Inside were spreadsheets, PDFs, and Word documents. At first glance, it looked like standard office stuff, client invoices, project notes, that kind of thing. But then I opened a document titled Surveillance Logs. It was weird. Each entry had a date and time, followed by descriptions of people. Subject number 4 entered the house at 8:13 p.m., stayed for 2 hours. Subject number 2 took out the trash at 6:45 a.m., nothing unusual. Subject number 7 left for work at 7:30 a.m., returned at 5:45 p.m. There were dozens of entries like this, all written in a cold, clinical tone. I had no idea what it meant. At this point, I was pretty creeped out, but I kept going. I mean, who wouldn't? I found another folder titled Footage. When I opened it, there were hundreds of video files, all labeled with dates and times. I clicked on the most recent one, and my stomach dropped. It was surveillance footage, but not from a security camera. It was taken through a window, someone's living room. A woman was sitting on the couch scrolling on her phone, completely unaware she was being watched. The next video showed a man in his kitchen, making coffee. Then another of a kid riding his bike in his driveway. Whoever owned this laptop was spying on people. I wanted to stop. I really did. But I kept watching, hoping to figure out who these people were or where the footage was coming from. That's when I found a video that made my blood run cold. It was my apartment. The video showed me sitting at my desk, typing on my old laptop. The timestamp was from 2 weeks ago. I slammed the laptop shut and sat there shaking. My first thought was to call the police. But what was I going to tell them? Hey, I bought this sketchy laptop online, and now I think someone's been spying on me. They'd probably think I was insane. I decided to check the laptop one more time, just to see if there were any clues about the seller. I went back to the desktop and noticed a folder I hadn't seen before. It was called Read Me. Inside was a single text file. When I opened it, my heart nearly stopped. It said, "You shouldn't have looked." That's when the laptop shut itself off. No warning, no error message, just black. I tried turning it back on, but it wouldn't boot up. It was completely dead. I don't know who owned that laptop before me, or why they sold it so cheaply. But now I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. Every time I pass a window, I close the blinds. I've even started sleeping with the lights on. And here's the thing, I can't find the listing for the laptop anymore. It's like it never existed. So yeah, if you ever find a too good to be true deal online, do yourself a favor, don't buy it. I don't even know where to start. I guess I should just come out and say it. I think someone's watching me right now. I know how crazy that sounds, but just hear me out. This all started about 2 weeks ago when I made a dumb decision. And when I say dumb, I mean really dumb. Like, what the hell was I even thinking? Dumb. I've always been fascinated with weird internet stuff. You know, the kind of creepy stories you read on Reddit, or those dark web horror videos you watch late at night when you can't sleep. I figured most of it was fake. Urban legends made to scare people. But one night, curiosity got the better of me. I was scrolling through some random forum when I saw a thread titled, Real dark web links that still work. My first thought? Probably fake. But then I saw all these comments from people claiming they'd found insane stuff. Illegal marketplaces, hitman services, stolen identities, and then this one guy mentioned buying haunted or cursed items. I know it sounds ridiculous, but my sleep-deprived brain thought, why not check it out? So I downloaded Tor, got myself a burner email, and dove in. At first it was mostly boring, a bunch of sketchy websites selling drugs or counterfeit money. Then I found a page titled, Mystery Tech Boxes, Open at Your Own Risk. It was like an online auction, and the description promised one-of-a-kind items. Most of it was overpriced junk, old phones, encrypted USB drives, that sort of thing. But then I saw it, a laptop for $300. The seller claimed it came from a government auction and might have hidden secrets. The paranoid side of me thought it was bait for some FBI sting operation. But the curious side? Well, it won. I paid in Bitcoin, gave them a fake name, and had it shipped to one of those private P.O. boxes. When it finally arrived, I was kind of surprised. The laptop looked normal. An old beat-up black Dell, the kind you'd find in a school computer lab. At first, it wouldn't even turn on. I was ready to call it a scam. But then I found this tiny, almost invisible switch on the bottom. I flipped it, and the screen lit up. The desktop was empty. No icons, no files, nothing. But when I opened the start menu, there was a program called Watcher.x. Weird, right? But here's where it gets creepy. When I opened the program, the screen went black and a video started playing. It was grainy, like security camera footage, and it showed my front door. At first I thought it was just some random clip, but then I noticed the timestamp. It was live. I stared at the screen for what felt like forever, trying to process what I was seeing. Someone was recording my house. I ran to the window and peeked outside, but no one was there. When I got back to the laptop, the video had changed. Now it was showing the inside of my living room. I swear my heart nearly stopped. I didn't even have a camera in there. How was this possible? I slammed the laptop shut, grabbed my phone, and called the police. They came pretty quickly, but by the time they arrived, the laptop was gone. I didn't move it, I swear. But somehow it just vanished. The cops probably thought I was crazy. They did a quick sweep of my house, told me there was no sign of forced entry, and basically told me to call if anything else happened. That night, I didn't sleep. I kept all the lights on and sat in the corner of my room with a baseball bat. I felt like a total idiot, but I couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching me. The next day, things got worse. I started getting texts from an unknown number. The first one just said, "Did you like the video?" I blocked the number, but more messages kept coming. "You shouldn't have looked. You belong to us now." I was done. I packed a bag and drove to a friend's house an hour away. I didn't tell them what was going on, just that I needed a place to crash for a while. But even there, the text didn't stop. The last one I got before I turned off my phone said, "You can't run from us." And here's the part that really freaks me out. When I woke up this morning, the laptop was sitting at the foot of my bed. I haven't touched it. I don't even want to look at it. I don't know what to do. Should I call the police again? Throw it in a river? Burn it? I feel like I've opened some kind of door I can't close. And the worst part, I don't think this is over. If anyone out there has been through something like this, please tell me what to do. I don't think I can handle this alone. Thanks for sticking around until the end of the story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new tale. And hey, have you ever experienced anything like this? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. Got a favorite creepy topic you want me to cover next? Drop your suggestions below. I'll be back soon with more spine-chilling, edge-of-your-seat stories. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.